We begin in the United States and the race for the White House. Vice President Kamala Harris' campaign has mocked former President Donald Trump as a chicken man. On a post on X, the Harris campaign suggested that Trump was chickening out of another debate. This after the Republican nominee said he will not participate in a second presidential debate with Kamala Harris. The former president shared a long message on his social media platform Truth Social and said a debate against Kamala Harris wasn't needed as he won Tuesday's presidential showdown. A Snap poll of viewers who watched the debate shows that Kamala Harris won by a margin of nearly 30 points. Further adding insult to injury, Republican strategist and former advisor to President George W. Bush, Karl Rove, penned an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal labeling Trump's debate performance as catastrophic. Meanwhile, during a rally in North Carolina on Thursday, Vice President Harris called for another debate with Donald Trump.
Donald Trump and I had our first debate. And I believe we owe it to the voters to have another debate. Because this election and what is at stake could not be more important.
The vice president called Trump's performance the same old show without any concrete plan for the American voters.
On Tuesday night, I talked about issues that I know matter to the families across America, like bringing down the cost of living, investing in America's small businesses, protecting reproductive freedom, and keeping our nation safe and secure. But that's not what we heard from Donald Trump. Instead, and I called it at the beginning of the debate, it was the same old show. Same old tired playbook we've heard for years, with no plan for how he would address the needs of the American people. Well, folks, look, it's time to turn the page.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump was on the campaign trail in the battleground state of Arizona, where he said 2 debates were sufficient for this election cycle.
She immediately called for a second debate, which means that she was like a prize fighter that lost a fight. We had 2 debates, though. I had a debate with crooked Joe Biden, right? And I had another debate with her. So because we've done 2 debates and because they were successful, there will be no third debate.
The ex-president accused the debate moderators of being biased and going easy on the vice president. However, a slew of polls released post-debate show Kamala Harris opening a noticeable lead over her opponent. A Reuters Ipsos poll shows the vice president opening a 5-point lead over the convicted felon with a 47-42 spread. Even more astounding, following Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris, there's been a 400 to 500% increase in voter registration. Between 9,000 and 10,000 people per hour are signing up to vote, according to one data research firm. An aggregate of national polls shows Harris with a nearly 3-point lead with about 50 days to go. Moreover, in key states like North Carolina and Wisconsin, the race until Tuesday was seen as razor thin and is now beginning to show the Democrat beginning to open a lead. The latest Marquette poll shows a 4-point lead for Harris in the battleground state of Wisconsin and a 3-point lead in the Republican stronghold of North Carolina. In many respects, Donald Trump is wise to stay off the debate stage, but Harris is now seemingly on a glide path to winning, and the GOP nominee needs to desperately find a way to blunt her momentum. Otherwise, with polls showing numbers like these, Harris could usher in a blue wave in November, leaving Trump's Republican Party completely out of power, both in Washington and beyond.